I've been doing something right on social media for years, and I don't think I fully realized why until just now. So I want to break down exactly what I've learned into 3 separate parts. And by the end of this, you'll have 3 different things that you can try out on your next post. When I'm looking at my best performing posts, it seems like it's a lot more about the edit than it is about the actual artwork that I'm putting into it. It was more about the rhythm and the framing and the edit itself. And honestly, that's really crazy because it might be the one thing that I've been doing right this whole time. I've had posts hit pretty hard before, like 2 million views. And when I look back at stuff like my lightsaber video, it makes sense. It's actually cut to the beat, but the reveal has timing and every moment feels purposeful. It's like baked into the actual video. So I realized that like a lot of artists are not doing this, where they're just posting the render. They're just posting good looking artwork and expecting it to do well. And then they're kind of surprised, like I was, on what's doing well on their social media page. So I realized the switch, right? The post isn't just about the art, it's about the experience of the art, really. So I want to break down exactly what I've learned into 3 separate parts. It's going to be rhythm, framing, and then the actual repetition, because that's actually the key thing here that I learned recently and got me all thinking about this, was actually the repetition, because I genuinely feel like this is something that could make your work really stand out on social media. And by the end of this, you'll have 3 different things that you can try out on your next post. So for the first thing, I want to talk about rhythm, and it's pretty consistent over the posts that I've seen do well on my own page. And I don't mean literally like just throwing a sound in there that sounds good or even is like relatable to what's being shown. It's actually cut on each part. The beat creates momentum. It gives the eye something to follow and the reveal something to expect. That genuinely makes the whole post feel much more alive, in my opinion. So the lightsaber video that I did is actually a really great example, and we're going to break that down. On first look, it seems like the framing, the format, I've talked about that in another video, is actually doing all the work here, but let's look a little further, which I said, 21 days to make a lightsaber animation, POV, all that stuff. It's enticing, right? That's the format. But when I really look at it and hear it, I almost accidentally just edited the entire thing to the beat of the sound that I liked. Too much for Instagram, so I just threw on this trending sound, but then I had the forethought to be like, oh wait, let's edit this to the beat of each one, even though my original animation wasn't meant for that at all. So the timing is one of the biggest parts of the rhythm. It's moving to the beat and where we expect it to be. What are you doing? This bee keeps sneaking into the to the garden shed. I don't know. That's weird. It might kind of interesting, kind of strange, but here we are again. So here's the takeaway, and this is what I want you to do next time you post. Take one piece, if it has multiple cuts, or even multiple pieces, so that you can edit them all together. And if you don't even have multiple pieces, then take the wireframe or take the viewport and chop it into the actual beat that you're seeing, and use something that's either trending or just something that you like personally find interesting to listen to. The point is to hit the beat and keep it flowing. And as dumb as it sounds, just having people watch your video for more than the typical 5 seconds that they're scrolling through, it means a lot to Instagram. And what means a lot to Instagram means more likes and followers, and that means more to you as the artist. Moving on to this next part, I'm calling it framing. And I've done a video on this before, but I think it's so important. And a lot of artists resist it, and they don't want to show up for this. But I think it can immediately elevate any type of artwork, especially if you don't feel like the quality is there, or even if like you feel like there are so many other artists doing something better. If you add a frame or a story to it, you can instantly multiply your viewership. And it's very, very, very simple. So going back to the lightsaber that I was talking about, it's the caption or like the text right there. POV 21 days to make this lightsaber ad, right? That's the framing. That's it. That's all I'm talking about. But it instantly gives a readable story for someone to watch and for them to have a reason to continue to pay attention to your video. So again, here's your takeaway, and this is what you should do, again, for your next post. Write a simple sentence for the reason as to why you're posting, the reason why it's made, well, whatever it is. If it's R&D or some idea, some concept, you will be massively surprised with how interesting something you're doing is to all these other people. And it doesn't have to be a huge caption. It can be something super simple, like POV blah, blah, blah. Just something that's immediately readable and gives them a purpose, gives them a reason to watch. It could be a weird detail or something that's fascinating to you, or why you made the whole piece in the first place. POV, I made this animation because I wanted to have fun. I wanted to see how it could look in my style or with these different things that I'm doing. Or I have a potato laptop and it took 50 hours to render this 2-second scene. Please watch it. Or just something to that dynamic really adds just instant emotional attachment to Instagram videos, right? Now, the third part is repetition. And this is honestly the one that I feel like is most underrated, and I myself even struggle with this. Artists tend, we're all artists, we tend to think that every single post that we make has to be something new. There's some sort of overarching like art god that's telling us like, hey, you need to post every single time. It has to be something new, something interesting. It has to compete. It has to have high quality, all these different things. I am here to happily tell you that you don't need that. Honestly, you can take the same post that you've made so many times and just edit it differently. Give it a different caption, give it a different subject, give it a different meaning, and you cut it differently. Splice it together with different artwork that you've done. And that's really interesting because the format is doing a lot of the heavy lifting for you, and you can work less, you can do less work overall. Just recently, I've seen artists use the exact same method and do extremely well online because they noticed that a sound got a little bit more views than it already had, and so they doubled down and turned it into a series, and they got millions of views because it compounded over time. And you're building a repeatable format, you're building consistency, but without needing to build a new piece for every single post. And you can still build new pieces, but you don't have to have it be in a silo, right, by itself every single time. And again, that matters a lot because I see over and over and over again, an artist will try something new and it does well, and then they just kind of throw their hands up and they're like, I don't know why that worked at all. And then, they don't get that many views on their other posts consecutively, and they're wondering why not. And it's because that format worked. Every social media content creator person is going to tell you to use multiple things, but in putting it together in an art first lens makes you understand that you can do this, right? And I think that's a much more useful way to understand social media than just continuing to ask yourself, what's next? What should I post? What's the big thing that I'm doing now? So here's the move for this one, and it can come after the first two posts, even if it works slightly, like 200 views versus 100 views. Do not completely run to a new idea. Make 2 more versions and reuse the sound, reuse the pacing, and reuse the structure that you've just created, and change the art or change the opening or change the format or just change something else about it. A lot of growth comes from repeating the same format, not consistently reinventing yourself. And if you really look around, you will see so many artists are already doing this. And the thing to keep in mind is that we're not all sitting around like looking at you, judging you, saying like, that person posted the same artwork 3 times, I'm tired of them, unfollow. No, it's not that. Actually, it's almost the opposite, right? You want to see your friends show up. You want to see all these artists do well. And so you continue to help them out because they're posting more. You want to see them succeed. And honestly, that's one of the reasons why I like working with Rokoko. If you're trying to make your content feel more dynamic or expressive, and you're trying to add like real human emotion into your content, you could have this sort of reveal where you're doing motion capture. And that's really fun because it's personal and unique, and it's individual to what you're trying to capture and create with your art. So if you're making content like this and creating cinematic work and you're trying to move more quickly without keyframing all the time, or you're wanting something to be hyper accurate, something like Rokoko can be super useful to you. But the bigger lesson here is that just posting art online is not the same as presenting it well. And I think a lot of artists are totally underestimating how big editing is a part of the social media game right now. And it's not in a fake way or even a trend chasing way. It's a rhythm. to what you're doing, and it's a recognizable format so that people who enjoy your work can continue to show up because they recognize that this is yours. And seriously, think about this. Sometimes the reason why something takes off is not simply because it's new or exciting or even better or the quality is entirely different. It's because these people, your followers, know to show up because you have the same consistent rhythm and framing that you're doing. And when you have that, when you continue to build this bedrock, it opens up the doors to Instagram letting everyone else know, hey, this person has really great artwork. You also might like it. And then the followers just come running in. And if you're someone who's trying to get better at all these things, I have a free weekly email that I'm sending out with all these different ideas, all these insights, every single week, straight to you. So definitely check that out and sign up in the link down below. And honestly, this is something I couldn't see, and I really wanted to share with you all once I noticed it, because it is so simple and it's amounted to so many followers and, likes and opportunities, arguably, just by changing the editing of something that I've done. The real work, the real actual work that people see online is this format, the rhythm that you're adding to the whole experience of it, right? And online, that's everything. That's what we're looking for. So if you enjoyed this video, give it a like, comment down below your experiences or something, maybe a win that you've had with a video recently, and I will see you next week.